Falls from height continue to be the largest single cause of fatal and life-changing injuries for workers across industry. Scaffolders, when erecting, altering or dismantling scaffolding, are regularly exposed to the risk of a fall. SG4 clearly shows that with proper planning, preparation, provision and use of the correct equipment and systems of work, the risk of a fall can be eliminated or minimised. SG4 has established that there is an inherent risk of a fall in all scaffolding operations which can't be completely eliminated. The use of fall arrest equipment does not prevent a fall occurring and does not eliminate the risk of injury completely. However, it's important to recognise that personal fall arrest may be the most suitable or only option in certain circumstances. Therefore, the NASC strongly recommends that safety harnesses be 1. Issued to all scaffolders, 2. Worn at all times when working at height, and 3. Used in accordance with this guidance. And incidentally, whilst not covered by SG4, tool tethering is another area that must be covered by risk assessment. The principles of creating a scaffolder's safe zone should be adopted for all general scaffolding operations. Scaffolders should focus on establishing a scaffolder's safe zone as their priority when working at height to reduce reliance on personal fall protection equipment. Employers should choose the most suitable method of installing the scaffolder's safe zone that best suits the scaffolding application. Scaff steps utilise a proprietary step that is fixed to the main guardrail approximately 1 metre above the working platform. This enables the scaffolder to erect the guardrail protection on the lift above in advance or remove them from below during dismantling. Important. Scaffolders must be clipped onto a suitable anchor point, ideally to the back ledger due to the risk of falling from the scaffold when using a scaffolder's step system. Scaffolders must be clipped on before climbing on the temporary platform and must not jump down onto the boarded platform due to the risk of board failure from impact loads. SG4 covers a wide range of techniques and we do encourage you to study it in detail. Here's an example of one you might see commonly, and that's protected traversing or crabbing. This is generally necessary for scaffolders to climb on the beams to fix the transoms and braces etc. to form the structural box girder. Therefore, they are reliant on their personal fall protection equipment, and typically a double lanyard system is required to maintain continual fall protection. The first lift should, where possible, be boarded out from below to avoid the risk of a fall when working at low level. All other lifts, where practical, should be boarded out and removed from below. All guardrails should be secured so that they cannot become accidentally displaced should someone fall against them. Another common technique sees the scaffolder use tubing fittings to form an advanced guardrail system. Working from behind the guardrail protection, the scaffolder fixes 2 right-angle couplers to the standards above the existing guardrail. Using another tube to form a temporary guardrail, he places it loosely into the 2 fittings so the tube can still slide horizontally. He pushes the tube out past the next standard, 1 bay maximum, and tightens the end coupler. He then walks out to fix the temporary guardrail to the standard, clipping on until the guardrail is secured and if encroaching within 1 metre of the end. The working platform guardrails can now be completed and next lift constructed with the scaffolder's safe zone in place. The temporary guardrail can then be released and slid along horizontally to the next bay. This sequence is repeated 1 bay at a time to provide the scaffolder's safe zone. We've only looked at a few of the techniques in SG4 today, and we'd urge you, if you regularly use scaffolders, to go to the NASC website at nasc.org.uk and type SG4 into the search bar, where you'll be able to download a copy of the poster and the accompanying guidance, which you should study in detail.